On August 23, 1987, the bodies of 16-year-old Don Henry and 17-year-old Kevin Ives were hit by a cargo train in Alexander, Arkansas as they lay on the tracks. It was later discovered during autopsy that Don Henry has been stabbed in the back and Kevin Ives' skull had been crushed prior to being run over. The train driver attempted to stop and blew the horn, but the momentum of the train carried it over the bodies. The deaths were initially ruled an accident as a result of the boys sleeping on the tracks due to marijuana intoxication. The parents of the boys insisted on a second autopsy, and after exhumation it was ruled that homicide was likely. Later, another pathologist ruled that Don Henry's shirt showed evidence of a stab wound. Background: at around 4 a.m. on August 23, 1987, a 75-car, 6,000-ton Union Pacific locomotive en route to Little Rock, Arkansas spotted two boys lying motionless across the tracks. Those on the train also claimed they were wrapped in a green tarp. Nearby was a .22 caliber rifle and a flashlight. The bodies did not move when they blared the horn, and though they stopped the train, they were unable to avoid running over the bodies. Those on the train reported the incident to railroad and law enforcement authorities. By 4:40 a.m., police arrived on the scene. Police never found a tarp. The boys had reportedly left home around midnight to go hunting. The gun and flashlight near the bodies suggested they were using an illegal hunting technique known as spotlighting, which involves blinding the prey before shooting it. Autopsies: the state medical examiner, Dr. Fahmy Malak, ruled the deaths an accident as a result of marijuana intoxication, saying the boys had smoked the equivalent of 20 marijuana cigarettes and fell asleep on the tracks. The parents did not accept this finding and conducted their own investigation. In March 1988, Dr. James Garriott of San Antonio offered a second opinion and was skeptical of the findings about marijuana. A second autopsy by Georgia medical examiner Dr. Joseph Burton found the equivalent of 1 or 2 marijuana cigarettes, not 20. A grand jury ruled the deaths a probable homicide. When it was found that Don Henry's shirt contained evidence of a stab wound to the back, and Kevin Ives' skull may have been crushed by his own rifle, the ruling was changed to definite homicide. Don Henry's father also noted that his son would not have risked his gun getting scratched by laying it on gravel. Suspects and theories: 1 week before the boys died, a man wearing military fatigues was spotted not far from the train tracks. When police officer Danny Allen attempted to stop him, the man opened fire and managed to disappear into the night. On the same night the boys died, a similar-looking man dressed in military fatigues was spotted nearby. The usual theory given about the boys' deaths, believed by Linda Ives, involves drug trafficking. The theory is that the boys came upon a drug drop from an airplane similar to Barry Seal's operations near Mena and were murdered. Dan Harmon, a prosecutor of the case later arrested for dealing drugs, is one person implicated in the murder. Keith McCaskill, also implicated in the murder, was stabbed to death by an unknown attacker on November 10, 1988. Former professional wrestler Billy Jack Haynes claimed to have videotaped the boys being run over by the train. He claims corrupt police officers involved in the drug trade killed the children because they witnessed a drug drop. The case was profiled on the television program Unsolved Mysteries. See also list of unsolved deaths. Further reading: Leverett, Mara. The Boys on the Tracks, Death, Denial, and a Mother's Crusade to Bring Her Son's Killers to Justice. New York, St. Martin's Press, 1999. ISBN 978-03121984111. References. External links: Don Henry at Find a Grave, Kevin Ives at Find a Grave, Encyclopedia of Arkansas.